Test, test, test. Good morning. My name's Liz Roberts. I think it needs to be up a little. Test, test, test. Is that good? It's a right, because I'm using a teacher voice. Beth doesn't always use a teacher voice, so why don't you come up?
They didn't issue them at birth. No, they don't. And Paul says I mumble all the time. But he doesn't have bad hearing.
He says that too.
Yeah. Well, because he's. So, how's this? Does this sound okay?
Yeah, you sound great. You like it? It is. Well, yeah, but I don't have a hearing problem. Maybe turn up a tiny bit.
Hello. Can everyone hear? It's meant for hearing. Sweet baby James. Da, da, da. Hello, hello, hello.
Yeah. And there's, I think there must be no olive joy in the world because there's no. Yeah, that's true.
Well, with that, Christmas time is here. Good morning. Welcome to Kitsap Unitarian Universalist Fellowship, whoever you are and wherever you come from. For this hour, we here are one gathered congregation, and all, truly all, are welcome. Please rise in body or in spirit to join in singing our musical call to worship, O Come All Ye Faithful, number 253 in our gray hymnal, and the words will appear on the screen. Beautiful. My name is Liz Roberts. I'm in my mid-50s. I have short, dark hair. I wear glasses and a halo this morning. And I'm also wearing a red holiday sweater. I've been attending KUUF since the mid-1990s. And in my time here, I've sung in the choir, served on the board of trustees, taught spirit play to our youngest, and I currently serve on both the Committee on Shared Ministry and the Children's Religious Education Committee. This truly is, and I say this every time I lay lead, but this is the community that my family turns to in times of joy and times of need. And I am honored, very honored, to be with you this morning on this Christmas Eve morning. If you're visiting us this morning, we invite you to participate as you feel comfortable. If you're here in person, we do look forward to welcoming you after the service during our coffee hour. If you're joining us online, please introduce yourself in the chat. And for those of you here in the sanctuary, just know it's important to note that we regularly have 15 to 30 people joining us online. So our community is growing. Either way, in person or online, we are so glad that you are here this morning. I invite you to follow along in the order of service. For those of you attending virtually, the link to the order of service has been dropped into the chat. And if you're here in the sanctuary this morning, it's time now to silence your electronic devices. The announcements are available in our weekly email newsletter, The Candle. This morning, we acknowledge that the land on which we gather is the Aboriginal territory of the Suquamish people. Expert fishermen, canoe builders, and basket weavers, the Suquamish live in harmony with the lands and waterways along Washington's Central Salish Sea, as they have for thousands of years. Here, the Suquamish live and protect the land and waters of their ancestors for future generations, as promised by the Point Elliott Treaty of 1855. We welcome Ginny Sujimoto and Ruby Woods forward to come and light our chalice this morning. It's time. Join me now in lighting our chalice. If you have your own chalice or candle at home, please light it as I read our chalice lighting words, adapted from Sophia Lyon-Fawes. For so the children come, and so they have been coming. No angels herald their beginnings, no prophets predict their future courses. Yet each night a child is born is a holy night, a time for singing, a time for wondering, a time for worshiping. Every Sunday during this Advent season, we've woven the lighting of the wreath into our worship life here at KUUF. Advent comes from the Latin verb advenire, which means to draw near. By lighting one more candle on our Advent wreath each week, we make visible the spirit of waiting, of expectation. The first candle we lit in the name of hope, not just for what we long for, but our trust for the best within us. We lit the second candle in the name of peace, the courage to soften and to cultivate our ability to stay present in difficult moments. We lit the pink third candle in the name of joy, the abiding faith that joy unfolds whenever we're able to enter and consent to the practice of opening to possibility. And this morning, we light the fourth candle on our Advent wreath in the name of love, as an invitation for the holy to dwell within us, deepening our capacity to love and to be watchful of love's presence among us. May we open to the love that awaits us in the weeks to come. As we prepare to bring new possibilities to life, may love guide us and be a creating force within our lives. Please join me in the spoken affirmation. The words will appear on the screen. We gather as a caring community, seeking life's deeper meanings. We value diversity and affirm the worth of all living things. We strive to speak truth in love, to act for justice, to grow in spirit, and to care for the earth. We celebrate with open hearts and minds the creative power that sustains and transforms us. Each Sunday, we gather as a religious community to give each one of us a place where we can do the work of many. Together, our light is much brighter than a solitary flame. Now is the time in our service when we share in the sacred act of giving, an expression of gratitude transformed into generosity that breathes life into our mission. As part of our mission that inspires us to act on our beliefs, we share our weekly offering with a local nonprofit agency providing services within our larger community. Our charitable giving recipient, though, for Christmas Eve is the Minister's Discretionary Fund. This fund helps members when they are in need. In a moment, our ushers will move among us with baskets to collect the offering. Donations placed directly in the basket will go to the Minister's Discretionary Fund. If you'd like your offering to be used for KUUF, please use one of the envelopes provided to you with your order of service when you came into the sanctuary. If you're online this morning, you can go to our website, kuuf.org, select the Giving tab for PayPal and mailing information. If you're new here at KUUF, feel free to let the basket pass you by. Your presence is your gift. Let there be an offering to strengthen and sustain this beloved community, which is sacred to us. Let us enjoy a gift of music from Brian Kinney and Brian Watson. Yay! Now's the time for our joys and sorrows. When shared together, our joys are amplified and our sorrows are lessened. Ellen and Alan Newberg share a sorrow for their nephew-in-law who died in a house fire last week. We are so sorry. We light a second candle for a sorrow that Marcy Mathis shares this morning. She asks for us to please send well wishes and healing thoughts to Kel Williams, who is spending this holiday in the hospital. We light a third candle for a great joy that Brian and Liz are sharing. We celebrated our 29th wedding anniversary yesterday. So, yay! And we light one final candle for those joys and sorrows that are still too tender to share. Would you please join me now in a moment of prayer or intention? In the spirit of community in which we find strength and common purpose, we share our joys, our sorrows, our hopes, and our dreams. We've turned our minds and hearts toward one another in trust, giving love, seeking comfort, and celebrating together. We are part of the web of life that makes us one with all humanity, one with all the universe. In all the moments of our lives, for those loved ones and events shared this morning, and for those we yet hold in the silence of our hearts. We are truly, truly grateful for the love and support of this beloved community. May the spirit of life and love bring peace to us all. Amen, and blessed be. You may remain seated now as we sing Spirit of Life, hymn 123, and our gray hymnal. The words will appear on your screen.
What a beautiful view. If you've never been up here, someday volunteer to do something so you get to see this view. It's so beautiful. So welcome, everyone. My name is Beth Wilson, and I'm your narrator for our Christmas pageant. And the real name of this is the Christmas No Rehearsal Nativity Pageant. So we've never done this before, us together, and it's all of us together. It's not any one person. We all have a part to play. Some of you, I hope, will volunteer to be people or animals or stars or angels, and even a baby. And some of you... And some of you will want to be audience because there's no play that doesn't have an audience. So even audience is an important part of this performance today. And I should tell you that I have on a Costco sweater that's Christmassy and red glasses and white hair. And I'm old lady, young in spirit. And I'm also kind of concerned about some folks that are sitting way over there who will be able to see what goes on the stage. So I'd like to invite, there's lots of seats. We can cuddle up in the middle and you won't miss out on what's going on because I sat over there and I couldn't see a thing. I tested it out. So if anyone wants to move, please move over to the center sections of the sanctuary so we can all see each other. Liz, yeah, thanks. You can have my seat. I don't need it. Oh, this isn't a better view yet. Oh, we even have a kitty here. Look at that. If anyone's allergic, you can go sit over there. Oh, good. Okay, looks like we're all settled in now for our Christmas pageant. And Marty and Bill, if you can't see, which you might not, you can see? Okay. So I'm going to start with the script now. Merry Christmas and welcome. This morning, we celebrate Christmas by together creating the participatory nativity pageant, a telling of the Christmas story that is inclusive and spontaneous and grounded in our UU values. Most Christmases, except for pandemic, we perform this pageant, and it is a tradition here at KUUF, and one of my favorite services in the entire year. And so I feel really lucky to be able to be the narrator today. We will depend upon everyone's goodwill and cooperation. We hope that some of you will take parts in the story and help us to see and experience this familiar, beloved tale. During the story, we'll stop sometimes to invite you to take part in the pageant as stars or manger animals, shepherds, angels, and wise persons. Please volunteer. You'll go to the Elmore room, it's right over there, where the dressers, we have dressers here, who will dress you with your costume, except the very first person who has the costume already. First two people, actually, I think. No matter if you come up to play a role or not, everyone is a participant in this service, for witnessing its creation is as vital as playing a part in it. Don't worry about mistakes. There are no mistakes. We are here to be moved by the story, but also to have fun. Today, we will tell the story of Jesus' birth, and as told in the Bible. It is the simple story of a baby born of travelers with nowhere to spend the night when their baby is born. There are a lot of people in the world like that right now. So this is a universal story. A story doesn't have to be factual to be true, and the fact that this one has endured for so long means there's something timeless and eternal about it. So is everyone ready? All right. Let the story begin. First, we need an emperor, Caesar. Matt volunteered to be Caesar. So, in those days, long, long ago, 2,000 years ago, a decree went out from the emperor, Caesar Augustus, saying,
all the world should be registered so they can pay taxes to me.
You make a great Caesar. All the people were required to go to the city or town where they had been born to register. For some people, that meant a long journey. Joseph, with his partner Mary, went from the town of Nazareth in Galilee to Judea, to the city of David called Bethlehem, because he was a descendant from the house and family of David. Mary was pregnant with a baby which would be born soon. They had to travel a very long way, and they set off with their journey on a dark night, lit only by stars. Oh, we need some stars. Who wants to be a star? I need some stars. Yay, Chris is going to be a star. We need more than one. Guy will be a star. Give me... No, you got to go back there. You have a costume. You have a costume. We could use 3 or 4 more stars. Alan will be a star, and Eric will be a star. We've got male stars today. That's interesting. All right, Rowan's going to be one. Now we have both genders. And so while they're getting their stars, I'll read a little more. While Mary and Joseph were in Bethlehem, the time came for Mary. Stars, hang on a minute, hang on. We got one more creature to get up here on the stage before the stars come. But there was no room at the inn. Joseph looked everywhere for some place for them to stay, but with so many travelers, there were not rooms anywhere to sleep. The only place Joseph could find for Mary to give birth to the baby was in a stable behind the inn. And in that stable was a cat. Every barn needs a cat. So here comes the cat to be in the stable. Thank you, cat. Kitten. And here come Joseph and Mary now with the stars coming in to guide them. Here they come. Look at that. While they get settled down in the stable, let's all sing O Little Town of Bethlehem, hymn number 246 in the gray hymnal. The words will appear on the screen. We'll sing all 3 verses. With Joseph and Mary in the stable were animals, a donkey and others. Who would like to be animals in the stable with a holy family? I guess Henry does. And there goes Lucy, and there goes Ruby. And I don't know your name, but there you go. And we have another, go on back. Owen, keep going. Okay. So I think we might need, do we need an adult? What? I think we need 2 adults. There's a donkey, has a front and a back. Oh, right. All right, while they're getting ready, we're going to sing hymn number 243, Jesus Our Brother. And many of you don't know this one, but I think it's really appropriate right now. 243. The animals welcomed Mary and Joseph into the stable, and they were even kind enough to give up their hay-filled manger so that the baby could have a bed. And there in the humble stable, surrounded by kind animals, Mary's baby arrived. They wrapped her warmly in bands of cloth and laid her in the manger. And in that region, there were shepherds living in the fields, keeping watch over their flock by night. Now we need 2 shepherds, adult shepherds, and 2 children shepherds. We might have run out of kids. Well, at least some adult shepherds. There goes Bonner, and there goes, I don't know your name either. But there we go. 3 shepherds, yay! All right. Let's see, and wonderful. Please go and get your costumes on. While they're getting ready, we're going to sing the first Noel, hymn 237 in the gray hymnal. We'll sing 3 verses. 237. Now we need 3 angels. 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 We've got 2. We need 1 more. All right. Frank's going to be an angel. He is an angel. All right. While you are getting ready, let's sing the first two verses of hymn 231, Angels We Have Heard on High. We'll sing the last verse in a few minutes.
Echoing their joyous
Then an angel stood before the shepherds and was truly magnificent, and the glory of God, of the Lord, shone down on the shepherds, and they were afraid. But the angel said to them, "Do not be afraid, for I am bringing you good news of great joy for all the people. The Messiah is born in Bethlehem. You will find the child wrapped in cloth and lying in a manger." And there was with that angel many more angels, and the angels were singing, "Glory to God in the highest heaven, and on earth peace, goodwill among all people everywhere." Now let us sing the last verse of Angels We Have Heard on High, number 231. Then the angels left them and went into heaven. But we're going to keep our angels here. I don't know why that line is in there. And the shepherds said to one another, "Let us go now to Bethlehem and see this thing that has taken place, which has been made known to us." After Jesus was born, 3 wise people came from the east into Jerusalem bearing gifts. Who would like to be a wise person? Genevieve. One more. We need one more. Karen. I think the wise people know where to go, don't they?
We need a camel.
Oh, we need a camel. Pardon? Oh, we need 2 people. Don't we need 2 people for the camel? Is these adult camels, or these are big camels, not child-sized camels? Okay, Lisa, and here comes Mark. He might have to take off his halo. Okay, we have a camel. And we need one more star. We need somebody to be a star. Ella, would you be the star? No? Okay, we need a star. They have to follow a star. They can't get here without a star. Oh, there goes Liz. All right. Well, these wise persons and donkey and star are dressed. Let's sing about them. Please sing hymn number 259, "We 3 Kings of Orient Are." All 4 verses, because there's a lot of people back there right now.
Bearing gifts
the wise women believed in a prophecy that the Messiah would be born in Bethlehem, and so they set out to greet her, and ahead of them went the star that they had been seen rising in the east. And they followed the star until it stopped over the stable. Star, you better stop. When they saw that the star had stopped, they were overwhelmed with joy. They entered the stable and saw the child with her parents, and they knelt down and offered her precious gifts of gold and frankincense and myrrh. Now that we have gathered our entire cast, half of all of us, I think, let's pause for a moment and gaze at this scene. A special night with stars and angels, shepherds and wise ones, and many animals as witness to a very special birth. And no doubt the birth of Jesus 2,000 years ago in the stable in Bethlehem looked a little different than this. No doubt our beautiful sanctuary is a little finer than that small, dirty stable. But knowing what we know about the preciousness of each life, the love and the mystery and the wonder that we see here, is but a fraction of the wonder that must have surrounded the birth of Jesus. Some of you might be wondering, why do we tell this story over and over again year after year? Because what? It's fun. I think that's why we do it. You might even be wondering, is this story really true? A story doesn't have to be factual to be true. Every time a child is born, there is a star. Every time a child is born, there is a long, hard journey. And there are people who can lead the way. Every time a child is born, the incredible mystery of life is manifest. We tell this story year after year to remind ourselves every family is a holy family. And every child is a holy child, a miracle. We tell this story in gratitude for those who have gone before, in celebration of those who are coming along nicely, and in hope for a world of peace and goodwill. May we keep telling the story until there is peace and goodwill for all people and from all people everywhere. And now we're going to, this is the close of our nativity, but please stay here because we're going to sing one more song before we're done. Joy to the World, number 245 in your hymnal, and the words will be on the screen. And if you would like to stand, feel free. That might be a good way to close us out. 245. I would like to thank all of our stage participants. It's been wonderful. When we're completely finished, please go back to the Aylmore room to return your costumes, but not yet. We have just a couple more things to do. One is after the service is over today, I want to invite you to join us for coffee and tea in the foyer, and feel free to bring your refreshments back in here afterwards. And tonight is our annual Christmas Eve candlelight service at 5 o'clock. And the choir has prepared lots of beautiful music for you to hear too. We made music together today, and we'll hear some more tonight at 5. So please come back tonight. And now we'll do our chalice extinguishing. And then everyone can have fun. All right, the spark of divinity lives in each one of us and manifests in a million trillion simple acts of kindness. This time of year and all times, go into the world with the miracle of love and kindness. Thank you all, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Animals have their... If you took any pictures, would you, and you're willing to share them, send them to Tanisha so she can post them on the website.